Hey YouTube, Cambams here with something different. I have a dent in this aspen here in the rear panel, and it looks like something you could do with paintless dent removal. Now, I've never ever done it before, but I'm going to give it a shot. You know, it looks like something that, let me show you. Right here, of course, filthy as sin, but I figure I'll wash it after. But there's a nice dent that goes right in here. Try to give you the angle on it. So you can probably see that there. So what I'm going to try now with my little kit that I bought off Amazon, where else? I'm afraid apparently it doesn't sell paintless dent removal stuff just yet. I'm sure it's coming. But I got this nifty little bag filled with a bunch of glue sticks and stuff like that. So let me get set up here and I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to try is using one of these big old hooky things and see if I can't get some. There we go, it's coming out. That's good, that's good. I don't know if this is actually too hot. What do I know? It'll probably work though, right? Okay, lots and lots of glue. I'm going to stick it on here. And say there's probably good. I'm going to like sort of the edge of the dent, hoping that I can pull it out gradually. Let that sit there for a minute and sort of dry a little, and then I'll be back when I'm yanking. Okay, so I waited a minute. I tried to pull on it, and it really just came right off. So I guess I need to wait a little bit longer. I gave it like 45 seconds. Maybe if I wait, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, then it'll be hard enough. So once again, I'll be back. Okay, now I gave it some time. Like out here is pretty, not super dry, but like it's not mushy at all. So I think it's hopefully in the thin area underneath here, it's good enough. I can give it a little yank, and let's watch some of this dent pop out. So all I'm hoping for is a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Come on, baby. Oh crap. I hate when that happens. Alright, so that's that. Now I'm going to have to peel this whole thing off with my little scraper and a little of this isopropyl alcohol. I'll get the rest of that off later, but I guess that one's broken. But it helped out a lot. Now that's good. I just need to get now in here, I think. If I just get one maybe a little bit smaller than this one in here, this dent could be just gone. Heck, this is awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'm adept at this, or maybe this is just silly easy. Probably the latter. Okay, hopefully this is going to be the trick. I waited a good 2 minutes on this glue to kind of cool off. And now what I'm going to try doing is just kind of popping this on here. Ah, look at that. Huh? Alright, now I just got to get it off without damaging it. Come on, baby. There we go, it popped. Sweet. It's like new. Holy crap. Alright, pardon my French there, but this now is awesome. Just got to get the glue off there, which the alcohol really does help. Spray a little bit, scrape a little bit. It's a cheap little kit. I would say it paid for itself already. Alright. It's going to take me a while to get this stuff off. I won't bore you with that. Alright, check it out. I gotta say, I think we're at like 95% here, and that's where I'm gonna leave it, because you really don't see anything. I mean, it looks fine. I would no longer look at this and go, oh, look at that dent. I am flabbergasted that, you know, I can do this, and, you know, now I'm pretty confident I can do, you know, other dents like this one and make the car look decent again with no paint. Awesome stuff. Hey, Cambams here. I've been going crazy with work around the house, which I don't really record, but being that it's summertime and we have a lot of parties and whatnot, I have to do things like make my pool perfect and, you know, stuff that's really not bad, but kind of boring, so I don't put it on, YouTube. What I'm going crazy with right now is actually my 2020 Corvette order. I'm trying to do it inexpensively, but I want a really fast car. So I want to get the performance data recorder. But if you're going to get the 1LT, it requires you upgrade the radio first, and then you can get the performance data recorder, which is fine with me. I guess I'm just trying to do it. Just the only other big expense I think I'm putting in there is the comp seats, because they're lighter. What I'm trying to get is pretty much the lightest car I can with performance orientation. So that's it. I'm hoping I come in at under like 85 grand. I got the RPO codes, but I didn't get any of the prices just yet. And when I do, I will let everybody know what my payout's going to be on the car. Other than that, the video today was something I just decided to do. I had a little dent that I put in the back of the car with a thing I was trailering home. It popped off, and when I hit the brakes, it just came up and bam. Popped that little dent in the car. I always thought I should be able to pull it out, and sure enough, it worked out pretty good. I mean, at this rate, if you're really looking for it, you can see there's a little wave there, but it doesn't look like a dent. For most people, they'll never notice it. So I would recommend this kit to just about anybody out there. Anyway, I expect to come back with some more Corvette stuff, and I'm finishing up my Trans Am stuff real soon. So that'll be a start to finish. Putting LS2 into a Trans Am with a Turbo 350 for now. That's what I'm going to live with. I'll probably go with a an overdrive transmission pretty soon, but well, I have a built Turbo 350, so I figure I'll use it up, and when it blows, I'll get something better. Anyway, Can-Am's out, and I hope everybody's having a great summer thus far.